Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be moving on to our second match of 4 today. And you know what? I want to go ahead and bring in a beautiful GM here. Actually, less beautiful today, no tiara. But we've got Detective Hat, Blasphemous Roar, coming on in to talk. Blasphemous Roar. I'm sorry that I said you're less beautiful. You're not. You're always beautiful to me. Hello there.
Hi. So, do you know why the detective's there?
Why?
Because I'm super exhausted for Ascension. I'm totally stealing your stream to talk about something that's happening that you may have seen, but you don't know if you've seen it and stuff.
What?
Do you know what time it is?
Adventure time? It's July 4th.
It's mystery time.
Oh, mystery tournament. That's right. You opened applications for that, right?
I sure did. Mystery tournament signups are open right now. That's right. I am stealing your platform to announce my stuff.
Oh my gosh. How could you?
I know. So in other words, I'm going to try to GM over here still, but I'm going to be like drowning in things because there's a lot.
Well, you know, let's talk about the players drowning because you've got a game for them that might, you know, make a few of them sink a little bit. I'd say probably more metaphorically, though.
Well,
and is it patriotic? Do we have patriotic stuff?
Today is America Day, and what's more American than Captain America and the Avengers?
And the Avengers.
Yeah,
for Super Nintendo. Honestly, I don't know if I know this version, but Captain America is definitely pretty good.
No, it's not. So this is Captain America and the Avengers. This is probably one of the worst beat 'em ups I've ever played. And keep in mind, you gave me Darkman for the Game Boy last year.
Oh wait,
so
yeah.
It's pretty bad. Well, there's not much that I have to say on this one. Like, it is truly a case of, there are a lot of people in chat saying, hey, I've played worse and all that stuff. And yes, that's fair. I mean, it's not the worst game, but it's still not that good. And there's a lot of problems with it. And
you don't say.
Nah. So who would you think are your favorite? Or who would you put in a game like this? If you're going to make it a game about the Avengers, who would you put in it?
Me. I'm going to avenge everybody.
Okay. Aside from, you know,
the
worst,
obvious choice.
Like, I'm just going to say you'd be like Dan in Street Fighter. You'd be the joke character that walks in and throws a rock and calls it a day.
Wow. Look at this. Look at this kidder here. No, put Rocket Raccoon in. Okay. Because he's cute.
Okay. Well, this is the 90s. So we've got, of course,
existed in the 90s.
Well, our Rocket Raccoon wasn't popular in the 90s, though.
It should have been.
You see, all we have here today is, of course, Captain America. We have Iron Man. We have, of course, Hawkeye and Vision. Vision, who we all know from Avengers in the movies, but not anything before, no.
I was going to say Vision, who we all know from the Five Senses.
The 5 whole scenes that he's in throughout all of Avengers.
I have no idea who Vision is. Look,
have you seen the Avengers movies?
No.
Okay, then you don't have an idea who Vision is, but he was actually very much so a part of the Avengers for a long time. He's a robot, he's a sentient AI, he was created by Ultron, broke free of Ultron's grasp, and decided to fight with the Avengers. And he has the power to adjust his density and shoot laser beams out of his head, because why not?
Okay, look, chat. I need to yell at chat for a second. Look, chat. I don't care if the raccoon is an Avenger or not. Put him in. He's gonna fight for me. So there's my opinions.
Yeah, well, I mean, Vision was like we've got in chat. Vision was a very important character in the comics. But the thing you have to remember about the Avengers, and the really cool thing about the Avengers, is that they stopped being relevant sometime in like the 70s. All right, so like Iron Man, who was like one of the Avengers for a long time, kind of sort of became a Marvel B character in the face of the popularity of more edgier characters or quote unquote realistic seeming characters. That's when Iron Man kind of sort of, I don't remember the exact timeline on it, but Iron Man became more of a drunk, basically, as they tried to
Played
put
by Robert Downey Jr.
personality. Well, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. did a good job of making modern Iron Man like come to life, because modern Iron Man is a much more character flawed beast, because like Iron Man was not a very loved character. Captain America, of course, is one of the most known comic book characters because of his, I mean, his entire thing was a propaganda campaign.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it was one of the most well-known things for a long time, and when they no longer needed him, they literally put him on ice until the modern day. So, you know, we have the Avengers, but the thing about Avengers is, even though it was Marvel's star lineup, it wasn't gaining nearly as much traction all the time as a lot of their other properties that gained much more widespread appeal. It was absolutely the forefront of like actual nerds and their liking of comic books, but as far as popular culture comes into time, like it's Wolverine, Spider-Man, and come on, who am I thinking? I completely blanked.
Rocket Man.
No, I completely forgot.
Elton John should have been an Avenger.
Yeah, Punisher in that era was a pretty big one. The training mode is two-player versus mode.
By the way, everybody, I will probably do recapturing, so don't be surprised if everything is hideous and terrible when they get started, because it turns out that games are difficult to capture.
I totally meant to say Hulk. That's what I completely blanked out of the widespread appeal of Hulk.
Okay, I'm checking to see if they are ready. Everybody get all of your emotes prepared. If you have any Silver Surfer, Vision, Quest, dudes, Captain America, anything patriotic again, I suppose. Get all of those ready. I'm checking with the players to see if they are ready to play, because we will need to have 1 million emotes, okay? We gotta flood the stream with emotes.
Get your fireworks emotes going. I don't know if those really exist, but you know.
Firework emotes? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Emotes don't explode, Cornden. Blasphemous roar.
You know what? I'm just gonna throw rainbow paint all over the screen and call it a day.
Oh my gosh, okay, that sounds great. Best of luck, I'm doing the countdown, spam those emotes. Yeah, we got good ones. Oh my gosh, Blasphemous Roar, I'm so ready. I actually really like this game. It's not good.
I love the clarification there. So yeah, we of course have some of the best sound bites. So they all have been instructed, of course, because today is America Day. They're all required to play as Captain America on their first playthrough.
Yeah.
There are 4 different characters. Like I said, there's Hawkeye, Vision, Iron Man, and Captain America. And I've instructed them all to play Captain America to begin with. So they have to play through at least until they die. So you have a few basic controls, of course. You have your attack, you have your jump, you have your ranged attack or your special attack. You can also press left and right to left-right attack, and that'll let you do a special attack, which will be like a shield charge and stuff. And if there's one piece of advice that I could give in this game, which I absolutely wouldn't give the players, is that the Y button does a melee attack, unbind the Y button. Ignore it completely. Forget that it exists, because if you are in attack range of enemies, you're kind of done for. Well, and they're using that melee attack much better than I am, or I had. But the point is, it's pretty bad. And everybody has a range attack, and you can spam range attack. Here we have Dude is coming up against the two well-known villains, Laser and Claw.
Yeah, by the way, we are aware that Attack the Moonstream is not working great. We're talking to them to see if we can get that fixed. Don't worry, everybody. We are on to a hot happening stream.
The beautiful thing is that the instruction booklet gives you name for all these villains, and legitimately it doesn't say Living Laser, it just says Laser and Claw.
Ooh.
During stage 2, they'll fight what is clearly a Sentinel, but it's not Sentinel. It's something else that it calls it.
By the way, I actually think with this game, Captain America is one of the worst characters to play as.
I don't know. I don't know which character's stronger and which character's weaker. All I know is that it's America time.
Now,
they were all given the same condition.
The projectile characters are absolutely better. And simply put, Captain America doesn't count for that.
So one of the big problems that this game has is that all of your enemies, all of them, have ridiculous iframes. Like, they have more iframes than you do.
Oh, really?
You can get knocked down pretty effectively by these enemies and have problems getting up. Also, on Author Blue's screen, we just saw that Quicksilver has delivered him a meal. Thanks, Quicksilver.
Yum.
One of my favorite things here also is that you can pick up those rocks on the ground and throw them, because everybody knows that the Avengers' best attack is rock.
It's true. You know, when they say you gotta rock and roll, they mean it.
I mean, okay, look, I'll be honest. I played this game like a surprising amount as a kid because of how much Marvel ran in the family with my brothers and that, like.
Yeah.
But I haven't played it since until this morning when somebody was all like, you guys should do America-themed games.
Well, I didn't say you had to. I said you are welcome to.
Yeah,
and,
that sounded like a challenge to me.
Well, you did a good job stepping up to the challenge, choosing this crappy game. I'm actually surprised that these 4 players haven't played it because, you know, Author Blues is a connoisseur of crap.
Maybe the game is too good for Author Blues. Shoutouts to the dude right now who's still on his 3rd life and is absolutely crushing this. So Whirlwind here, Whirlwind likes to spin around and be annoying. He's a jerk face. He's got this entire sweeping attack. He's gonna go around a couple times in a loop, and he is completely invulnerable during this part.
Yep, and it's random when he does it, as far as I remember.
Yeah, well, no, he walks towards you a bit, and then he gets ready to do his his seeking tornado attack after a few hits. So here he's going to do the seeking one. You can actually hit him during that.
Oh, really?
Yep, during that dive right there, you can actually hit him. But now when he returns to the back of the screen and then he does a swoop, now he's going to do a vertical or a horizontal sweep, which is, of course, gives you only 3 rows to dodge on rather than the 5 that he had before. But of course, he's still a big, giant nothing.
Oh no,
I mean, you just walk around. Author Blues, having made it past, has chosen Iron Man. What happened with Author Blues? I guess it did say that they were able to change characters when the death happens. They just had to start as the intent was for them all to be like Captain America for the first playthrough, like the whole playthrough, but I'm not so sure what happened. I thought
if he's following the technical description,
Oh yeah, no, they're fine.
Oh, you can select a character on your first full death. And yeah, definitely, I'd say Captain America is not the best one to play as in this game.
So here we have the two jerks that like to jump and laser you while you're on that top branch. These red dudes here on Author Blue's screen tore me apart during my testing this morning. I just, so much health lost to these dudes. Now, this is a beat 'em up, so we're going to see a lot of not as much time differences as one might think. There we go. We have, I believe that is Wonder Man, who is just giving you this garbage little cycle. Now, one thing that's lovely about Captain America here is that he is absolutely just throwing shields over and over and over again. If you pause, you will see that there are 3 shields in midair.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess Captain carries with him a bunch of shields at any given time. Now, one advantage to Captain America is he throws those shields a lot and very fast, and he throws them across the screen. During these auto-scroller sections, Captain America is actually pretty solid. Because he's also hitting, sometimes those shots are hitting on the way back.
By the way, everybody, the original arcade game was actually made by Data East, but this port was made by a company called Real Time Associates. I just love that Data East gets to return for a second time today. Yeah, the company that made this also made for the N64 Elmo's Letter Adventure and Elmo's Number Journey. They made Gex 64. Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, I think that's a game that I played back in the day, and it's not great. Yeah.
So one thing real quick is that by picking up that W in the air, Author Blues has picked up Wasp as a power-up. Wasp will fly out and hit everything in her path as she flies out, and then do damage to things on the way in and when she's in flight. But she can be really hard to control because of how long it takes her to return at any given time. During my attempts, I had failed repeatedly to get her to do anything I wanted her to do. Author Blues has managed to control her much better than I have, and actually put some work in with Wasp.
Oh, this company also made the Warlock game. So if Mike Uyama is in chat, I think he's familiar with that one. They also made the Real Monsters Super Nintendo game, which I never need to see again. Is Wasp actually a character for Captain America?
No, Wasp was one of the Avengers.
Wait, really?
Ant-Man and the Wasp was a pretty well-known duo there.
Okay.
Hank Pym and his... Yeah, Wasp was a founding Avenger.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Like, how big is she?
Well, just like Ant-Man, she has the power to shrink.
Okay. I'm taking a look at some pictures.
She gets tiny.
Oh, her outfit is pretty awesome, actually. Like, not the crappy Halloween versions that I'm seeing, but or the crappy action figures. Wow, this action figure is hideous.
Can I go back to commentating on X-Men? I know X-Men. I don't know Avengers so well. I only know Modern Run because of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how well that's done, but like my Marvel knowledge of like their mainstream quote-unquote characters is pretty lackluster.
Let me just say, it's also fairly similar to me. Like, I know Iron Man, but the other 3 here, I can't really give you much information, but I'll go ahead and create lore for y'all. Okay, Captain America. He loved America so much that they promoted him to captain. Yeah. USS America. That's what he was the captain of. He was a sailor. Yeah.
So this is a fun fight.
Really cute sailor suit. Oh yeah?
This is a really easy fight. This looks like a Sentinel. This is apparently not a Sentinel.
No.
I need to take a look at this because it gives you, it's like massive robot or something they just call it. It is Mammoth Robot, which may not be a Sentinel. I don't know.
Okay, and the reason Vision is named Vision was because he had his eyes closed when he picked out his outfit. Seriously, who would wear white spandex?
Well, he's a robot, and he doesn't care about your petty fashion advice. He's got more concerning things.
It's like if Data had to choose an outfit. You just don't. No. I don't care. Looks come first, and he chose a cape. Okay, and we all know capes are not good for superheroes. You don't get a cape.
Well, he can also alter his density, so his cape probably, like, is not as much of a problem as you might think. So I think my favorite thing about this game, we got at the Violet Hour is dealing with it right now, is that this game's favorite type of attack that it likes to do is it likes to grapple you. It likes to just grapple you and drain your health while you have to mash out your buttons in order to get free of it.
No!
Like, because like even this big hand that Claw is shooting will absolutely grapple you for a bit. Those little Juggernaut enemies, they're not Juggernaut, but they're little pretend Juggernauts. Because Juggernaut is in this game, likes to grapple as well. And that's basically their favorite type of attack in this. And they'll do it a lot.
By the way, how many continues do the players have?
They have 3 lives.
And that's it?
That's it. 3 continues, 3 lives, that's it. Will we actually see a stage 2 clear? I didn't get that far.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
This game's harsh.
It's like, very difficult.
All right, so Alter Blues is playing with my favorite character, of course, Bo. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that very, very fantastic SNL skit about Hawkeye and his limited arrow counts, I highly suggest it.
I know very little about Hawkeye, so let me create some lore for you. He was out in the woods and a hawk swooped down and took his eye. There's the lore.
Okay, so that's very not accurate at all.
It could be. It could be.
He was trained by Captain America, is commonly used as an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and in modern stuff. I don't know.
He
I actually
has
don't
2
know
eyes.
Avengers.
Well, he had 3 eyes, but the hawk took the extra one, so he's living all of his life trying to find that hawk who took his 3rd eye.
There we go. Gymnast and trick shot or artiste.
Wait, they're artists? So why are you trying to kill them? Why don't you fight Van Gogh instead? Come on.
Because sometimes Van Gogh goes rogue.
Van Gogh goes rogue. That was very pleasing to hear. Yeah.
I know, right? Sometimes it just rolls off your tongue, my friend.
You know, I would totally play a fighting game that just had, like, various artists. You know, you get Picasso and Van Gogh and, oh my gosh. Yeah, Monet. Monet would be a blast.
Okay, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go make a video game now because,
it would be awesome.
All right, like, just suddenly the like Van Gogh's super is just like sunflowers and then they blow up, or just the screen.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Dolly, no, you have to put Dolly in, okay? Dolly was huge in the art scene, and put whoever drew all of those, or whoever painted all the ballerinas, Degas, I think that's who it is. Help! Everybody help!
So Attack the Moon is currently attacking the Whirlwind with their fists. And that's not a good idea. Ignore the fist button. The fist button is not your friend. Or in Hawkeye's case, the bow button.
Yeah, honestly, Yeah, Author Blues is playing one of the best characters for the game right now, and that's because you can sort of stay hovering in the air while shooting. And if you're in the air while shooting, things on the ground aren't really going to hit you too much.
Iron Man can do the same thing.
Yes, Iron Man or guy who doesn't care about his outfit because he's dumb.
And one of the downside though to Vision is that during the auto scroller section, his range is not the full screen. His range is actually 3/4 of the screen, which is just shy of some of the shots that you really wish it was doing.
Okay, like his outfit's a little bit better in the actual movies, the Avenger movies. Definitely better than what we get here. So
yeah, modern Vision looks much better. Like whatever this white like ghost suit that he's wearing is. Look at that image too of his face on the top. He is just completely displeased that he's got to deal with being in this game.
It's like, wow.
Oh my god, you can actually hit whirlwind out of that whirlwind.
What?
Vision OP.
Well, yeah, it's the jump shot. The jump shot is so much better than literally everything else in this game.
See, I knew you could hit him when he dives at you. I just didn't know you could hit him when he does the full on-screen swoop.
Did you use Vision?
For a moment in time.
Well, that's your problem. Should have used him for the whole game.
Clearly is the problem. But I was too busy being America, all right? America needs your help! Are you gonna not answer the call?
Ring, ring, America, please hold. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
I'm sorry, my call disconnected.
No, you let America go to voicemail when it calls.
Yeah, you definitely ignore that call.
No! The sound effects are so good in this game. That's like 90% the reason I remember this.
The best part of this game is that all 4 of these characters sound exactly the same. No!
You know, here's the deal. I think that if anybody who was trying to help America had to wear really tight spandex, the world would be a better place.
No, please. Oh, God. Ah! I'm imagining me in tight spandex. Ah! Why would you do that, Procentia?
Are you trying to help America?
I don't... Yeah, maybe. I don't even know what I'm trying to do anymore. I'm just cowering in fear. You got me, all right?
I like this idea. I like this idea. Especially... And the president has to only wear spandex, okay? That way, if they get embarrassed easily, they're not going to be president, you know? Nobody... Yeah. Do you really want all that power if you have to, look awkward? Yeah.
Make sure that you're doing it for altruistic reasons.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people are going to laugh and mock me for the rest of my life. So, you know, and because it's tight spandex, you know, there's very little to hide.
So yeah, of course, Vision during this section does not have to get in one of those stupid little planes. Vision can fly. Why would he need stupid planes?
Yep.
What the best part is, like I said, you see what I'm talking about? The shot only lasts for about 3/4 of the screen. And that last quarter is a surprisingly large amount.
Yeah, it's more like 1/3 than 1/4.
Yeah, it is more like 2/3. So these airships here are actually a little bit easier to deal with than the players are doing it. It looks like Blues has an idea of what to do here. You really can just like stay above that laser and only hit the one missile that flies up and then swoop up whenever they shoot a dude at you, and you can clear those without any hits taken whatsoever. I got up to death, but I never made it past him.
Death?
The Grim Reaper.
Well, that's scary.
I love these. the manual. Whoa, each level is infested by enemy grunts and henchmen, as well as the falling boss villains with their special weapons. Claw, hypnotizing beam, laser, energy beam, whirlwind, tornado attack, mammoth robot, mechanical arms and beams from eyes and stomach, grim reaper, scythe, wizard, energy beam, throwing disc and jumping punch. Mecha Octo, mouth beams, torpedoes, and mecha tentacles. Mandarin, laser, freezing beam, and tackling. Juggernaut, body slam, tackle, and punch. Ultron, eye beam, energy burst, and punch. Controls, attacks in pairs with vice-like grips and air kicks. Crossbones, throwing knife, pistol, spinning attack, and mines. Red Skull, punch and kick.
Okay, go!
Mecha Red Skull, punch, machine gun, tornado attack, chest beam, magnet ball, and jumping smash. Grim Reaper, scythe.
It's so good. I like Vision though, because like it has a quote from all of the characters, and Vision says, "I am Vision." It's a good quote. It's very accurate.
It's welcome. I am Captain America. Here's the descriptions of all the characters. So, welcome. I am Captain America, formerly Steve Rogers, artist. Thanks to an experiment in World War II, I became a one-man army. I still seek to bring the war criminal Red Skull to justice. I can throw my unbreakable shield at my enemies or use it as a battering ram.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark, president of Stark Industries. After a nearly fatal wound in Southeast Asia, I built the Iron Man suit of armor to save my life. With my armor, I can charge my enemies, shoot energy beams from my palms, and fly with my foot jets.
Yay, foot jets!
Yo, Clint Barton, adventurer here. I'm a natural marksman, especially trained by Captain America himself. I can use my bow to shoot explosive arrows or extend it in a sliding attack.
Also, hawks attack me in the forest. Okay.
I am Vision, the highest form of artificial life. I was created by Ultron. Now I am an Avenger. My power comes from my forehead gem. I can use it to fire solar beams and can charge my opponents my enemies to attack them.
A forehead gem? That's
He
how
does
he
have
got...
a forehead.
What kind of gem is it?
The
Like-
Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone? I was gonna say, like, is it emerald or is it like a sapphire? Mind Stone? What the crap is a Mind Stone?
Look, all right, you haven't watched the Avengers apparently, so like, congratulations on living under a rock and not falling for popular culture. And also, that is a lot that I would have to unpack to explain all of this. But also, we have 40 minutes, so let's go. Basically,
Okay, let me go ahead and tell you why Blasphemous Roar. Because there are 1 million superhero movies and they all have the same plot. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I want original plots. I want something that's actually going to surprise me. You know, instead of, oh, everything is exactly the same and boring and...
okay, would you accept a superhero movie that has a really good job of doing a very unique resolution rather than having the same old boring superhero fight at the end of it and all the plot? Or, yeah, and the plot, you said the plot is the problem. All right, I would give you one Marvel movie as a recommendation for that.
Okay.
If you only watch one Marvel movie, make it Doctor Strange.
I've seen it. It had the exact same story as every other Marvel movie.
But the resolution in like was so much better than any other Marvel movie.
It was actually a pretty cool fight at the end, but no, it was all about him finally letting go of a flaw in his life in order to embrace his true power. Guess what? Everybody does that. Everybody does it. That's what a superhero movie is about. Stupid archetype. It's not a stupid archetype, but at least have a little creativity, you nerds, making superhero movies. Okay. Anyways.
I mean,
It was a
that's
good
the
movie.
point.
I enjoyed it.
It's supposed to be empowering. It's supposed to be like you too can let go of your flaws and become a hero that you're supposed to be. It's all about like,
Whatever, give me Watchmen, okay? Give me an ending like that. I'm not gonna spoil the ending in case people haven't seen it. Or read it, because obviously the written one is definitely better than the movie, but yeah. Anyway, blah, 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 blah.
oh, at the Violet Hour about to game over here and goes down to the mammoth robot. Yep. Author Blues is also looking in a bad spot. 5 HP, trying to get through here as far as you can on just 1 hit remaining. Maybe, hopefully, Quicksilver can deliver some food here.
Oh, yeah.
Quicksilver was, of course, one of the X-Men villains, but also eventually went on to become an Avenger himself.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Attack the Moon says, I'll handle this.
Handle it! Good job, Tony Stark. Doing the dive punches. Yeah, that's the laser. Yeah. Throwing. Oh, yeah, that's not good.
The fun part about the Sentinel or the Mammoth robot is, of course, the long iframes and how you can watch it happen, because it doesn't blink. It doesn't change its form in any way, shape, or form. It's just sometimes those iframes are dropped. There you go. Mystery Men is a good superhero movie. You know what? I'll give you that. Mystery Men is a pretty good one.
Mystery Men. I don't think I've seen that. You know what? I 100% support Marvel creating the movies for people who are fans. Honestly, they've done a fantastic job of creating the characters in films. It's just that the stories are so stereotypical that I don't care for them. I want something that is different from the main formula.
I could argue that Civil War is a little bit different from the main formula.
I've heard, while I want to go watch Civil War, at the same time, people say I have to watch the 50 billion movies that came before that in order to understand what's going on. And I'm like, I don't have time.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got bad video games in my life.
The unfortunate part is that those movies that you're talking about, where you want to see unique and interesting stuff done with them, it's unfortunately the sequels, on account of the same introduction story always being the same.
Yeah, the introduction story is always the same. The sequels are where it gets somewhat interesting, but I don't have time for that.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. I know that is a 100% valid opinion, and especially since Marvel definitely has the same note on all of its villains for the origin stories. All of the villains in Marvel are for at least the first opponent are I'm you, but with the same powers.
Yeah,
and it's the good old classic, we're not so different, you and I. Rosentia, did you know that I'm actually Nega you?
Really?
Well,
why?
I was listening in on the prior match and listening to all the censorship stuff that you guys were talking about and the like, and even down to your name, you see. I had a very similar childhood for the exact reason you had that childhood.
Okay.
But I went in a different direction later on in life.
What direction?
And also, well, I mean...
you got a real life?
Well, no. God, no.
The Avengers!
But you see... It's also... My name is Ryan. Used to be.
Okay.
So
that's fine. That's fine.
We're too similar, dude. You have no idea. Listening to your stories of childhood, I'm just oh, God... I went the mystery tournament route trying to give people good games. You went the Ku5ogrande route trying to give people bad games.
Wait, so are you Nega me or am I Nega you?
You're more successful, so I'm going to go with me being Nega you.
Yeah, but you, gave good games.
Yeah, but I'm a hidden evil that nobody realizes. Also, I've got the beard going on right now. I don't know if you do.
I do. I totally do.
Oh, yeah, the quarantine beard is strong right now.
Yeah, the hair, too.
30 minutes, and the immediate response is, thank God. No, this is no movie plot. This is just facts of life. I don't know what information on Brosencho's life for public knowledge, so I'm not. Then again, you said it over Twitter and stuff, but still.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, we definitely could have been enemies, but somehow we're allies in pain.
Yeah, no, I mean, it turns out. It turns out at some point we made the "you're not so different," you and I, and we were both like, "Wait 1 second, we're not? Yo, let's do this."
Yeah, it's like that one Batman where that one Superman where Clark Kent's like, "Hey, I'm gonna start dressing like an emo and be bad." Except that ended up being our permanent lives. We're emo Superman.
Are we emo Superman? I am a superhero. I am a superhero.
What's your superpower?
Incredible strength.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I can lift a car.
Which car?
Toyota, a four-door sedan.
Yeah, I've only got credible strength, as Chad is saying there.
Back wheels off the ground, not a full-on lift, but I can definitely push vans up hills and carry all the heavy stuff. I do have very freakishly strong. Oh yeah, the car story. Yeah, I forgot I told you guys the car story.
Oh yeah, where you just. What happened? You picked up a car and turned it around or something?
No, I picked up the car in anger and moved it to the side so I could get in and dropped it on my phone.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. I forgot I had told you all the car story, or the throwing a car at my phone.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of strength. Like, nope.
It's gone down over time on account of me being very, very fat and very lazy, and now doing most any physical activity just leads me to feel sick. So, like, I'm working on it, working out more, but we got work to do.
I'm trying to think what superpowers I have that are actually powers and not faults. I've got a lot of super faults. Like, if I ever play a game like Secret Hitler, everybody always suspects that I'm Hitler. Every single time. Okay? There's no way for me to not be the suspect. And then they kill me. It always happens, okay? If there could possibly be a villain, they assume that's me.
I mean, yes.
But then, if I'm actually the villain, I somehow can manage to make them not think I'm the villain. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. You want an actual superpower other than unreasonable strength, but still within mortal limits?
Sure.
All right. Are you ready? And this is the point where everybody goes, okay, Roar is actually insane, but I can see the future.
Okay.
It's really good when I'm playing Dokapon Kingdom because I can see it in flashes of it's only a quick flash, and depending on what happens and how much of it comes through with clarity, I can determine that certain events are going to unfold in certain ways in the very near future, mere 5 or 6 seconds ahead of me, or in some cases up to an hour. So in Dokapon Kingdom, this is really handy because whenever the rock, paper, scissors minigame comes up, I can see the color of the card that the opponent is about to play and therefore match my card to the opposing color for rock, paper, scissors. And so I win 100% of all of the rock, paper, scissors games I ever play in Dokapon Kingdom.
I'm going to be skeptical of that, but I would love to see it in action. How about that?
Oh yeah, it used to like the last time we played Dokapon, my friend was snapping at it. Like he was like, I know you're using some sort of algorithm. There's got to be some sort of algorithm that you're using that is absolutely working. And he's trying to devise the algorithms. And every time he's like, yeah, there we go. I know it. It's this. This is the algorithm that you're, and he loses. He's just like, I can't accept this. I have considered a career in gambling. If I ever go to like a casino and walk by a roulette table and that flash comes up and tells me like the number, I am putting money down.
Interesting. Okay. I totally want to witness this superpower because I've got a superpower in not believing you until I see it.
Oh, absolutely. It's the worst part is that like it's actually gone down over the years. I said that about the strength too.
I've got.
So an old friend of mine, roommate, was visiting from out of town, and he's got his dad's pickup truck.
Yeah.
It was great because it was this like really light, amazingly light pickup truck, right? I'm like, yeah, I can lift a car. He's like, I don't believe you can lift a car. And I walk up, I grab his pickup truck, and I just like lifted a good like 3 feet off the ground, like because it was just crazy. I have no idea how light this pickup truck was, and he just stares blankly at me for a moment. He's just like, I still don't believe it.
My superpower is
fair.
being able to read people's minds. Most of the time, it actually isn't what they're thinking, and my therapist said that it's my anxiety, but, you know, I know what you're all thinking about me. I know what you're thinking. You're all jerks.
See, my other superpower is getting chat to question whether or not I'm actually messing with you or not, or how much of this is legit. How much do I actually think I believe in this stuff? How much do you think, percentage? Do I actually believe in my own nonsense here? Am I actually so silly as to think that I could see the future?
That's the thing. Yes, you are.
Okay, that's fair. You know, yeah, you got me pinned there if I'm just going to be on that. Even I know it sounds insane. But like chat is saying, I can see the results of this, and that is, in fact, that there's going to be a lot of relieved people at the end of this because, dear God, will we actually make it past stage 2? It looks like we might. Dude, and Author Blues are off to a really good run this time.
Yeah. I think that if I had any true superpower, it would probably be the ability to learn certain things. Because I learn really quickly. This sounds like I'm applying for a job.
Okay, but what if I said that I have a Twitch clip that could prove my future sight powers?
One clip does not a superpower prove, but it would be a good start. How about that?
I gotta go pull up that clip.
People in chat are hiring me. Actually, yeah, I've also got a superpower of if I get an interview for a job, I pretty much get the job. Except for one, but that's because I was accidentally racist. And this is a fun story, okay? Let me go ahead and tell you. Like, because this was 100% on accident, and it was bad, okay? Okay, so I went and I got an interview at EA to be a quality assurance person, and I was sitting there and they asked me, about various games, and they asked me what my favorite EA game, and I was like, Mirror's Edge. And as the words were coming out of my mouth, I was like, this totally isn't what I'm meaning. The words were like, the world there, Mirror's Edge is just so fascinating. It's bright, white, it's visually stunning. And then, I realized, there's a possibility that somebody could take that wrong. And I took a look at the one person in the room who was diverse. And the words came out of my mouth that could not be taken back. And I knew it right as the words were being spoken that I would never be able to get them back. And the words were, as I looked at the one guy in the room, no offense.
Whoa, no!
And I'm like, the interview's dead. The interview is dead. That was the most unacceptable thing for me to say ever. And I'm like, how did I screw something up this bad? Because, no.
That is one of those moments where you're just like, I'm gonna grab my coat and walk out.
Yeah.
Where was that quality assurance on your brain, Brossentia?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Blasphemous Roar. This was like 8-9 years ago, and that is a surefire way to make sure that you do not get the job. But I didn't work at EA, so that's also a plus.
there's the silver lining. So I think this is Author Blues is going to actually take down Grim Reaper and make it to stage 3. We're actually going to see stage 3. I haven't seen stage 3. I don't know what's coming up next. This is exciting. We have 20 minutes left, and things are actually happening that are different than before. Welcome to the underwater stage. Challenge from the bottom of the sea.
Challenge from the bottom of the sea. Yeah, I would say that probably everybody has a story somewhat like that, where they say something that they know is going to come out wrong, but they can't stop themselves from saying it. And it totally came out so incredibly wrong.
All right, so I said that I have a clip to help prove the future sight, and here it is. Now, for context, basically, for this quote, for context, when doing Mystery Tournament, we broadcast all the stuff on Mystery Funhouse, but sometimes there are 2 matches going on at the same time, and some of us, while somebody's broadcasting a match on Mystery Funhouse, might go over to Mystery Fun Shack, broadcast it there, and then later on I'll upload those videos and broadcast them on Mystery Funhouse for everybody. And inside that quote, that is me responding to Maurice, who would not see this video for another 4 days.
Okay, I'll go ahead and copy the link and I'll save it, because guess what? I'm in the middle of a match.
Yeah, I know. You're doing important stuff. Why do I always... I constantly just sit here and boast on your stream. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just trying to run out the clock on this one, because honestly, we've been seeing the same thing over and over and over again, and I've completely gone off the rails here. I'm back into that whole, like, I've got nothing to say that isn't about me, and I realize that I do it a lot. And oh God, Brosentia, now I'm introspecting. What am I going to do? Brosentia, help me!
Whatever, you can go ahead and boast. I'll just go ahead and tell stories about, basically...
Oh God.
Yeah.
I can join the cringe stories.
The cringe story. I don't like the word cringe.
No
It's
offense.
been way overused, okay? But yeah, I'm really... Self-deprecation. That's what these stories are. Gotta deprecate yourself. Before you replicate yourself.
You gotta make sure you're on the. You gotta make sure that you're taking the. I don't even know the right word to say for it while on this stream, but anyway, you gotta make sure that you're calling your own stuff so that before other people do. It's the plan.
Yeah, the biggest thing. Everybody is going to say stupid stuff. As long as you realize that it's stupid, and that you feel guilt and you feel bad about it, then you're probably on the right track, you know?
Like,
as long as you have a conscious...
Like, I feel almost obligated to share an embarrassing story, but I really can't, like, come even close to that, no offense. That was harsh.
I know!
That one, you've got to, like, live with for the rest of your life, and I don't even know.
I know, but it can prove... Like, it serves as an example. Don't be me, chat, okay? Don't be accidentally saying terrible stuff at job interviews, okay? I can save you from that.
I think the worst thing I've done in a job interview is, like, break all of the rules of job interviewing. Like, don't talk bad about your prior employer, and, you know, dressing up a way and how you're supposed to address people. And I, like, broke all of those rules and still got the job somehow because it was Walgreens. Who cares? It's Walgreens.
Walgreens, you could probably just walk into the interview and fart for 30 minutes and they'll give you the job.
Basically. I've never worked for anything more sophisticated than a customer service desk, so...
Yeah.
Here you go. You want to know my embarrassing secret since you got yours? I'll give you my embarrassing
It's not
secret.
a secret because I told it.
That's true.
And also because I'm not racist. I absolutely support Black Lives Matter. I absolutely support equality. Saying something accidentally racist does not a racist make. It just makes for a terribly embarrassing moment.
We believe you. We believe you. We believe
better.
you. We definitely believe you, don't we, chat? We definitely believe you.
Oh, come
We
kick
absolutely
your butt.
100% believe you. You won't.
Oh yeah,
You don't
you're
wanna
strong.
come here.
You're gonna drop your car on me. Never mind.
Mostly I'll just like fall down in your general direction and the weight will just solve the problem on its own.
Okay. I'm trying to think. No, nobody should trust me all the time, but trust me right now that I would absolutely... I'm trying to think, would I be willing to enter a fight to support diversity? I might. I would probably lose terribly. I mean, when I was in first grade, I went up against a kindergartner and got my butt kicked.
I absolutely would. That's actually the whole reason I didn't go out and protest with my mental disability making me very prone to fits of rage. I was not about to go out there and damage the message. So instead, I decided to stay inside and do what I could from the interwebs.
By the way, the stream does have a very important question. I mean, the chat. Who is in the lead? Author Blues appears to have made the most progress, getting past the auto-scroller section and into the next stage, making a pretty good amount of progress here. Good.
He's strongly making progress here in this. So we've got now our boss, of course, is this the Mandarin? No, I don't think this is the Mandarin. This might be Wizard? No. Does this dude have a throwing disc and a claw?
It's Shredder. It's Shredder.
It's definitely Shredder. It's totally. It is the Mandarin? Okay. I actually just I don't know what the Mandarin looks like, honestly. Yes, Bro Sencha, that is a villain's name in Marvel.
Mandarin?
And it's one of like is in the Mandarin Chinese.
Oh, I was thinking of the oranges.
Yeah, it's literally also one of Iron Man's biggest baddies. It's like, no, this doesn't need to change at all. It does. All right, so Author Blues has now fought the Mandarin, gotten very far.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's gonna be hard to catch up there. Why did Brosencha send me a message of my own clip? I know you're
that's going to be the easiest way for me to find it. Yeah, and also it annoys you. So 2 for 1.
There you go. After all, I mean, to be fair, I think you deserve, I think you're entitled to annoy me as much as possible. I am the kind of jerk who just comes on here on your stream during your tournament and says, join Mystery Tournament 15. Signups are open now. You should totally come play games. It is open to everybody. All you gotta do is go to the website, mystery.beatthega.me. You know, some kind of jerk that just steals your platform to make that message or something, right? You're joining this year, of course, right?
Who in the world would come on here and pitch community building activities such as Mystery Tournament 15, signups currently open? Who would ever come and try to get people to have fun playing games that they have never played before in a setting that is competitive?
Hey, are we gonna do an exhibition match again?
Sure.
I'll have to find games for it.
I was going to say what game, and then, yeah, you can't. We can't decide on that right now.
Yeah, mostly I'll just consult my panel of... I'm just going to consult my panel of decision makers over there, and they'll be like, this is a game you two should play, and then we call it a game there.
America still needs my help. America, I've let you down.
America still needs our help for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna cry.
Can we gong this? This is a Don't Make Us Bored episode, right? Like, did we give you the... Like,
and it's not Big Bad Game-a-thon either, which submissions for that are currently open and people should totally submit to it. Wait.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what? I think that is open. I think that is the case. You mean Big Bad Game-a-thon, the weekend-long marathon where they play nothing but bad games?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. And for some reason, we actually had the founders of Blizzard one year commentate Gordo 106. That was...
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the game that's on the screen.
That would be crazy. Yeah, exactly. This game that's on the screen where Iron Man is absolutely taking on robots that are... I got nothing. I'm gonna try to submit to BBG. I gotta get a little bit of practice in. But I might not be able to.
I gotta get stuff ready for that.
Slammed I am.
Welcome to life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Author Blues did get a full game over. However, it might not be too costly. I don't know if anybody else is gonna manage to catch up. Like, dude has a chance.
If he can conserve his health better over the course of this auto-scroller and make it to Grim Reaper with a little bit more, with at least... If you can make it to Grim Reaper with 2 continues, there is a chance. But we are running out of time, and this is... Oh, there's a good question. Is MT15 friendly to new streamers who may be a bit rough around the edges? Oh, absolutely. We'll help you from start to finish, get everything set up that you need to do. Get on SRL for IRC, get your stream up and running. We'll give you all the pro tips and all the things. Get you, like, it is absolutely it's very beginner friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I started Mystery Tournament in MT10 with never having touched Twitch in my life, and now I run the thing because I'm stupid. I think it's because I'm stupid.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, keep an eye on Dude at the top left, everybody, because that is really the person who has the potential to move into first place. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but there is a chance.
Yeah, this is really intense watching Dude now, because we've still got, that was the second airship, which means I think that we're closing in on the mammoth robot.
Yeah, some chat is saying that he doesn't have time, but I don't know, 6 minutes, and there's only like the next boss, and then the next level.
There is a 2-minute long auto scroller in the way.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, just rush through the other stuff.
He'd need to pull off a miracle right now. Author Blues absolutely, like, with those two, with Attack the Moon and At the Violet Hour having fallen behind here, and just starting their runs over, there's no chance of them catching up. Dude is the closest thing to giving off the run for the money. And Dude, up until Author Blues got to the final boss of stage 3, was doing a really good job of keeping on his toes. But unfortunately, Dude couldn't beat the Grim Reaper, and that left quite a gap happening now. With 5 minutes left, I don't think there's a chance. This auto scroller is long. We've still got another minute to fight this boss. I don't think it's now. How many points is this match?
how many points? Only one person is moving on from this match. It's a 12-point match. So first place moves on. The other 3 players are eliminated.
Wow, I kicked people out of the tournament with this game.
Yes. I mean, whatever. We had bad dudes before this. Come on, like.
No, it's fair. Never feel bad. Like, as a GM, it's of course my job to bring as much pain as possible. The dude with the double KO.
But that is a KO. Dude, moving on to the next level. Whee!
Yeah, we gotta have American-themed Data East. Are you a bad enough dude to save the president? The question is, do I want to save the president? I think I'm just gonna take a day off here, if you don't mind.
Blasphemous Roar. Like, this is cartoon president, okay? This isn't, like, you know, cartoon president. I'd save cartoon president every time.
I'd said it in chat before, but Bad Dudes is the only NES game I actually own. And the reason for that is because for Christmas, my mother gave me a couple of Raspberry Pis. And then Loot Crate did a gaming crate that was the box with Loot Crate on it. If you folded it inside out, it was an NES. Ooh. And so I punched some holes in that, mounted the Pi inside that box, cut it to where it looked like the flap was open and that the game was being inserted. So I bought a copy of Bad Dudes because I was browsing the retro game store and I was like, oh yeah, Bad Dudes, absolutely 100%. Has to be what goes in here because of how silly it is.
Why did you put a Pi in the box?
Huh? Oh, because it's my cardboard NES.
Yeah,
it's
but
a full-on NES
pie.
Emulator. What?
Eat the pie.
No, Raspberry Pi, the computer. I don't think I want to eat a Raspberry Pi. That's probably a lot of... My teeth can't handle that.
I don't know. It doesn't take too many bites to eat it.
I get it, because it doesn't have very much memory.
No. Well, I mean, also... Yeah, it's more that I'm hungry than that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hear you. I ate like 8, and I'm not normally up at 8, so I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Oh no! I just ate some granola bars.
I bought some prepackaged chicken Kiev and threw that on top of some Alfredo.
Chicken what?
Chicken Kiev. It's stuffed. It's chicken that's stuffed with herbs and garlic butter.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that sounds amazing. I like garlic. I like butter. I would have done well anywhere in Europe.
It's very delicious. So dude has managed to make it to stage 3 with only a minute and 20 seconds remaining.
There's no chance. There's no chance.
There is, unless he somehow finds some sort of weird wrong warp.
Look, America still needs your help, Blasphemous Roar.
America can go shove it.
Oh no! Oh. Like,
I mean, America, patriotism, and go Captain America.
Oh, yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'm... Yeah, I'm having a very hard time braining right now.
he just doesn't
we
know
need
how
help
to respond
social
to that.
distancing. There we go. Yeah, everybody, stay away from me. Everybody, just don't come close. I might cough on you. Ah! Ah! And I'm gonna cough like with really gross sounds, okay? And you'll hate it. You're just gonna hate it.
See, I'm just trying to not turn your stream into a political nightmare.
No! The timer, unfortunately, I was too early again. But you know what they say. It's time. That's it. That's it.
So Alter Blues knocked you out of the park there.
Yeah, honestly, Author Blues kicked some giant booty. Yeah, actually, that's what they were trying to save America from the entire time. Butts. Just flying butts everywhere, and Author Blues kicked that butt into the Nether Realm. Yeah.
I actually made a fatal flaw in not telling you that the plot here is that the Red Skull has a death laser on the dark side of the moon. Which is, brilliant on the fact that how is he going to fire that at the Earth if the laser is on the other side where we never see it? I mean, please know your directions when you're trying to make evil voices.
Yeah,
or
come on.
Evil, villain stuff.
Well, okay, the moon constantly turns, so when you have a new moon, it's the dark side of the moon. Wait, no, never mind, that's a lie. That's not how it works.
That is not how that works at all.
Author Blues, hello, welcome, and I forgot how physics works, so forgive me.
Hey, video games.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
You got further than I did.
Yeah, I realized, so I kind of tanked my first playthrough because I accidentally changed characters on a death, and so I had no idea it was going to let me change characters, and I didn't know what my inputs were doing. So I just killed myself and took another pass at it. But when I tried Vision, I realized that he could fly in midair with just shooting lasers constantly. And then one time I was trying to down punch, and I realized I could actually shoot lasers at the ground too. And at that point, the game was over.
Yeah. That skill is overpowered.
You did actually understand the confusing thing that I had said with the you can change characters at death to mean that don't do that. You're supposed to do the whole playthrough as Captain America was the plan.
I don't know if it was clear, but I had assumed that my first, up to a game over needed to be Captain America. So when I switched accidentally to Iron Man, at first I started just willingly taking damage, but it was taking so long that I ended up continuing on and just not trying to put up too much of a fight.
I mean, we had to make you guys play as America for America Day.
I know. It was terrible. So a unique way to make a bad game worse. His shield attack on the auto scroller though seemed pretty okay.
Oh, it's really good on the auto scroller.
Reasonable, yeah.
I mean, this game really came down to figuring out, no matter how long it took to play, figuring out how to just stop taking damage. And I think this game was really unique in the sense that the strategy that would work for one enemy didn't work for another, so you had to constantly change up your approach to it. Like the red guys would fly in midair and shoot lasers at you, so you can't just hover. You really need to change your sort of up-down coordinate to avoid those lasers. But then the blue guys try to always get under you, so the down punch was pretty effective for them. And then the guys with the shields, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I threw one of them successfully one time, but then I just decided I would always down punch them because it seems like you can't shield the top of your head.
So was this as painful for you to play for an hour as it was for us to watch this for an hour?
No, about midway through I was getting a little sore from mashing, but I powered through the pain and then we got to it was comfortable again. It actually wasn't that bad to play. I unironically would have kept going if if this had been a 2-hour match, I would have been interested to see more of the game. But I'm actually kind of bummed that the boss that I died on, I'm kind of bummed out that he got a piece of me because he's got a move where he jumps into midair, and so the perfect strat of staying hovering with the lasers was no longer quite so perfect.
Yeah, it's what's cool about this, originally it was an arcade game. Obviously, that has to be better than the port to Super Nintendo. Yeah. I wonder what was lost and if anything was gained from that. And I don't know if we have anybody who's played both of them who could say. I'd say probably more lost than gained, though.
Hawkeye was truly terrible. I picked him at the beginning of my second playthrough and was perfectly happy to change.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Hawkeye is not worth it.
Did you figure out the special of left, right, A to do a charging attack?
Oh, is it left, right, A? The manual, I felt like made it unclear. It's left or right and A, and it was really inconsistent for me.
Yeah, it's supposed to be back forward real quick, A, and then you do the charge.
Well,
But it's really,
manuals
yeah,
lie
it's
all the
really
time.
inconsistent.
Yeah, I tried to do that with Hawkeye. I chose him first because he had a sliding attack, which I thought, oh, maybe that's going to be really fast and overpowered, but I couldn't produce it consistently, so I just gave up on it.
That's fair enough. I mean, do what works. You took first, so that's a pretty good sign that you were tackling it probably the right way here. You're the one person from your group who's going to be moving on to round 4, so congratulations. You still got to do well in your next match.
How far did everyone else get? Was it pretty close, or?
Dude almost took down the third boss, but unfortunately did get taken down at the very end. The other two had not cleared. I meant to say the second stage boss. The other two had not gotten nearly as far. The dude didn't kill boss 2, right? Like
he made it to stage 3, just right towards the end there. But everybody else was struggling on stage 2. Yeah.
I had assumed that I was going to get crushed because I was kind of meandering around stage 2 for a really long time, and only made it to stage 3 like pretty late.
I'm being informed that it's double tap the same direction plus A.
What the crap?
Manual. Sure.
What the crap? I don't know.
Well, the manual literally just says A plus left or right.
Yep.
So, okay.
Yeah, just don't trust it. Thank you so much, Author Blues. I'm trying to think, what other games are you currently streaming these days that people should go watch over at your channel?
Casually, I'm playing through Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice still, and for speedrunning, I've been kind of picking through the big itch racial equality bundle that they did.
Oh, yeah.
I found a few games out of there that I speedran, some nice broken stuff, and also I've been speedrunning Super Mario 3D World.
I recommend Four-Sided Fantasy in that bundle.
Four-Sided Fantasy? Okay, good to know. I still got to comb through that. I've played a few of them, but I haven't played all of them. Well,
yeah, I've been checking them out. There's a lot of really good stuff in there.
Ah, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Author Blues, thank you so much. I'm glad that you were here. Congratulations on the victory. Blasphemous Roar,
Thanks.
Thank you for choosing the game. Both of you, take care, and I'll see you, well, next time.
Yippers.
Later.
Bye. Well, everybody, Ku5ogrande is the Bad Video Game Tournament. We're going to be moving on to our third match of the day. But before that, I want to say thank you to all those who have followed, who have subscribed, and who are helping support the stream. It's because of you that we're able to do it as regularly as we do. We do also have a lot of prizes. About $2,000 worth is what we had last year. So if you want to help support that, feel free to subscribe or support or share the love or whatever. Like, my brain's not working right now. I don't know why. So we're going to go ahead and jump to an ad and be right back. I'm so happy, everybody. It's been a good day. Yeah, hello, I'm being sneaky. So sneaky. Do, 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 do.